All right, guys, welcome back to Kamisha Reviews. Some more ready to love drama. Unfortunately, I'm starting to feel like that this is like as the world turns or like guiding like or some shit. That's what I feel like, real talk. So anyway, oh oh my god. If you have not been following along, you guys know that I am going to watch party tomorrow. And some of y'all may not know, Lee,
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
who had been a part of my panel for the past few years. You here, baby? And this is Dina, aka Christina's daughter, and they are who I call detectives because they are that, and they are also content creators. Lee more so on TikTok, but she's still a content creator. So anyway, I'll give you a little intro. Y'all should know the backstory about the two of them, how they've been in my life for a minute. They just, they cool ass people. And y'all know I have a mentorship program. Y'all know I've had girls come up, that came in my program to assist them to come up, that kind of thing. So Monica, aka Girl What's the Tea, um, was a part of that at one point in time, right? Fast forward to now, she's doing her own thing, no hate, nothing. Well, honestly, the party that is for Friday, she was not invited to. Okay, of course, I didn't come out here and talk about it live because I know I talk about stuff like that or whatever, dropping things. Don't do a lot of YouTuber stuff unless it's pertaining to me. And this was not. So I didn't really talk about it, right? Now, Lee has been helping planning this party, for like since the beginning, to fruition, you might have to say that. Okay. Helping along the guy, doing the things. She's like the best at this, right? So, like I said, when I found out that she wasn't invited, and no, I did not want to get involved with that, but I hit her up yesterday on Instagram, like, hey, I'm an old mentor of yours. I heard some things, wanted to give you heads up, or maybe think you should not attend this party because of the fact that you weren't invited. I don't want you to have a bad experience. This is literally what I said. It wasn't nothing ill will or anything negative about it. It's just me saying, hey, mama, look, you probably shouldn't come to this party because you're not invited and you're also blocked by one of the people who are planning it. Okay. After that, I got a little message saying, that's funny. I'll see you at the party. That was the end of it. Fast forward to last night when I'm at work, right? And I found out. Well, I'm gonna let Lee start it from here. Lee, let's start it from there. What phone call did you make, or I'm sorry, reach out to somebody? Let's say it like that.
Okay. I thank you. Oh, I don't need this bag. I hit her up earlier in the day and was just like, hey, call me when you get a chance, because we had already had like a little executive call or whatever. And so it took her a little bit of time. Like it was well into the evening when she did reach back out. But I was, busy. So I did call her back and I said, hey, I am sorry to, meet you, under these circumstances, but I understand that you're supposed to be attending a party on Friday. And it was, silent. And she was like, mm hmm. And I was like, well, I don't want to, I really don't want to be the one to bear bad news, but you are, kind of uninvited to this, to this event. And that's where it kind of went left because she was basically like, I'm 49 years old. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Why y'all going through all of this trouble to make sure that I'm not there? This is a public place. This is a free event, and we paid for our table $250 to be exact. And I was just
Mm.
like, I understand. I'm not offended about how you are taking this or, anything. And I'm just letting you know that it's not just the person that that you had this alleged beef with. Now, the, the gag is it wasn't the person that she has the original beef with that told me that they didn't want her at the party either. And as a collective, regardless if you're talking to Lamar or not, it all comes down to majority rules. And majority of the people that are planning this party including the cast from other seasons that are coming, do not want you there. And that is it. You hopped on this live talking about some you bougie and classy. As a bougie and classy woman myself, I will not be somewhere that I am not wanted nor warranted. Why would you get in your car and drive from Houston to Dallas knowing that there's people there that do not want you there, regardless of if you are a blogger or not? You can report it from remote. Send some spies or something to it. But why would you show up? Then you got on Beyonce and Blue Ivy's internet and showed your whole ass.
Mm-mm.
So she did end up hanging up on me.
Hold on. Who? Okay. Mm-hmm. You said she ended up hanging up on you.
Mm-hmm. She did hang up on me.
Hello.
Yep, she hung
You
up on
said
me.
she. Mhm.
And then she went live on Instagram.
Okay. So my thing with this situation is that for me, I did not want anything to happen negative. And I've said this behind the scene. That's why I actually reached out. And for me, I feel like it's not my fault. And I know the title says that. And I'm being honest, it's not my fault that she isn't invited. I had nothing to do with that. Whatever behavior, whatever happened between you and LaRon, I had nothing to do with that. I simply reached out because I was actually trying to look out. Now, so let me address it really fast too while I'm here. Now, I'm not gonna get too much into it because I know you might have been in the chat and I could actually understand it. I thought about it, reflected later. I actually understand it that you are looking out for your people. So there was I believe a DJ Smooth or something like that was actually in the chat saying, "What are you looking out for?" Because I had to think about it. Like, okay, again, if that was my team would be looking up for me too. The only thing difference is I've never seen my team come after other people or say anything negative, especially if they didn't know that what's going on. And apparently, I guess they know. But I'm gonna say this: if you did know or privy to the call, you would understand where I'm from. Now, let me fast forward a little bit too. About a month ago, she hit me up, right? And she's hit me up before, and she hit me up and she said, hey, I want to talk to you. Can you call me? I hit her up and she was like, hey, do we have a problem? I was like, no, not that I know of. We don't have a problem about anything. No one said things to me about you. It's all good. And then she was like, well, somebody told me that, are you cool with Miss Kamisha? And I'm like, okay, because I don't know. She didn't ever tell me the whole detail. Well, apparently, when I called her last night on Instagram, she's saying, oh, well, I got a recorded audio. And y'all know I'm transparent. I'm gonna say this shit on my own live. I got a recorded audio of you saying not to invite me or some shit. I said play the audio. Of all people, me, I'm gonna tell you to play the audio. But I'm also tell you this and keep it real. If there is an audio where I am saying do not invite her, and I'm gonna say this again. I said to her, I'm saying it now. I don't remember saying that. I do not remember saying do not invite this girl, whatever. Now, mind you, if she has an audio, for one thing, I will stand on business and say, oh, okay, I said it. I won't be embarrassed. I won't feel bad about it. I won't cringe up or anything. It is what it is. If I said it, I said it. But still, I don't remember. It isn't my party. And nobody was asking me who to invite. I was worrying about my invitation and what I had to do that night because I'm hosting a live Q&A. Girl, what's the tea? Ebby, I am not concerned about the fact you couldn't come. Now, I regret calling you now because, to be honest, I was reaching out because I was like, okay, let me reach out to her and tell her, you know, I'm aware or been told that you were uninvited and we're told you were uninvited to the party. So as somebody who used to be a mentor, look, why don't you just step aside, let this go? Because I don't want you to have a bad experience with something like this as a blogger or whatever. Otherwise, she played it off like that's so funny. I'm coming anyway. You grown. It's up to you what you want to do. But when you go on your Instagram live and you start going in and going out and all this stuff, and I say you talking to me, I'm in your chat. Yes, Kamisha, I'm talking to you. About what? Because I tried to warn you, not really warn you, try to look out for you. And then when I say these things to you behind the scenes, and I'm gonna say this out loud, you're gonna sit here and say, well, you know what, Kamisha, you just do you and I do me, which was fine. And I was cool with that. I said, my people don't do the thing that people do in the chat. Then you gonna say, yes, your people do. I said, no, they do not. They don't do all that shit. Okay? And then my whole thing is when I said my girls, I would do that for any of my girls. Now, I can't remember exactly what you said. You said something about, I don't care about them bitches or some shit like that. Girl, I don't do that. I said, fuck you, goodbye. And hung up the Instagram call. I don't have to lie about anything. None of this is going to affect my clout. None of this is going to affect my channel. None of this is going to affect my brand. None of it. I'll still be the queen at the end of the day. The crown is not moving by anybody. Period. Because the real shit and the real tea is I have sons out there. I'm mama. I started this. Like to me, me calling you to say, hey, do not, I mean, not do not, but I, give you a suggestion. Obviously, you're growing, you're gonna do what you want to do, regardless of what. Even when I talk to Lee behind the scenes about this, and she will tell you, I said I do not want her to come here and have a bad experience with this situation because it's unpredictable what could happen. Lee, you have to bad mama, because I'm just like and then you calling this girl an alleycat. Let me say this. She's anything but that. This is a respectful young lady. Respectable. Boss. None of the girls I roll with are bitches. I roll number queens and bosses. Queens and kings, that is. I didn't even come for your team like that or say anything about your team. Hey, Demeter, what's up, boo-boo? I didn't say anything about your team. Don't think I said it like they was in the chat, but I'm not even going to say anything about them. You know what? Because like I said, they're your team. They're going to look out for you. They're supposed to do that. But for you to get all loud on camera, ma'am, you don't do this. This is not your lane. You should stay where your lane is at, and it's not here. Call that girl an alley cat, a grown woman who tried to be very professional and reach out to you because she is attached to it, because she is planning the party. She knows who paid and all kind of stuff. Dina, please, Dina, hit up Ebby in the back chat, because no, you know what? The best breaker down is AKA Alley Cat. Niece, you got it? Because Ebby's asking you a question. Lee, you there, mama?
Sorry, I was eating my breakfast.
Oh, no, you good. Because your auntie, other auntie in the chat.
Oh, Auntie Evie. Okay, so basically, Monica girl with the T called me an alley cat on her live trying to be funny. And last time I checked, I ain't trying to get striked. So, first and foremost, calling me an alley cat is wild, but that's showing how old you is. But I ain't know. Let me go ahead and put this on. I ain't never been pimped out, or I am and or not a prostitute. So if you don't know what alley cat is, I'm gonna give you a little dictionary lesson. That is a promiscuous woman with loose morals. And seeing that I have morals and I'm not loose, that ain't the name for me, sweetie boo boo. But I'm gonna let you have it. So yeah, I got called an alley cat last night. I appreciate it. Now I am also in confusion.
What's up, Dina?
Do I need to take my
First
wig
of
off?
all,
No,
look.
you don't have to do that because listen, Dallas PD gonna eat her ass up at that fundo come Friday.
Oh shit.
Ask me how I know. Oh, because I'm gonna be on the other side of the door. I will make sure it will be my due diligence that she won't even be
Look,
able to press her nose against that mirrored glass of Brew City Kitchen and Cocktails. You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. And seeing
And
that
see,
I have been
this is what I
itching
didn't want
to
to
wear these
happen.
shoes, I don't want to have to put you out in my nice designer shoes. But guess what? You ain't even gonna make it. How you paying for my side of the club? You can't even get in. Literally.
Mm-mm.
Because this ain't no
Okay, wait a
sticks and
minute. So
stones
she,
to
your
break my
auntie got you another
bones.
question for you. Look,
Okay, so this is what. So at a point in time, I'm assuming that the invitation was extended to her. She got on Beyonce and Blue Ivy's internet and got to acting silly, where some of the cast members said that they no longer wanted her at the party. So one of the cast members, LaRon, blocked her. So at that point in time, that should have been common sense, but common sense ain't so common. Should have told her, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't be at this party. So Kamisha gave her a courtesy call, and she decided to laugh in her face. So later on in the afternoon, after I was done actually working, because I have a full-time job, I texted her on Instagram and said, hey, give me a call. I sent Kamisha the screenshot. She called when I was in the middle of something. I called her back about 10, 15 minutes later. She proceeded to say, well, I'm 49 years old and I'm grown and I could do whatever the fuck I want to do, this, that, and the other. And why y'all going through all of this trouble for little old me not to be at the party? I haven't even decided if I'm going to the party, this, that, and the other. You are. You did plan on going to the party because your name on the rooming list. Ask me how I know.
mm,
So
again, wow.
I said, hey, I'm giving you. I said, and it's not just people from this season. That's the gag. The gag is it ain't just people from this season. There's other people from other seasons that are coming into town specifically for this event that said that they don't want you there. So it ain't just the Dallas cast, baby.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't even know anything about this. I'm not. I have no idea.
So at this point in time, honey boo boo, you this ain't a classy woman knows when not to show up to places that she ain't wanted. That's it, and that's the pose. But once again, if
Mm,
you have to tell people that you classy and bougie, you how classy and bougie are you really? So she get on now. She
wow.
gets on Instagram after I get off the phone with her. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. After she hangs up on me and says, I'm showing up just because I was at first I was coming up to support Kamisha, but were you really though? Because you knew that you were uninvited to this event, regardless of if at a free venue or not. You knew because you had somebody else purchase your tickets to the event to begin with. So you knew you from jump before the venue change that you was uninvited to this event, which is why you had somebody else purchase your ticket.
Mm,
Let's be real. Let's be fucking for real.
wow. Wow.
So don't get on here calling. Don't get listen, because you two steps away from an AARP commercial. So
Oh
do
my
not
god.
get on this internet coming for me when I didn't send for you. That's it, and that's the post. Let's wrap this up because I got a flight to catch.
All right. Yes, I got an interview in like 10 minutes because I have an interview with a star comedian. But anyway, we'll keep it pushing. Uh, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that this is actually a live that's it's I'm did not want to do and didn't want to even talk about this. It's not for me to drag or do anything like that. I do that very easily, but there's no need for me to do all that. I really just wanted to come out and say that it is not my fault that any of this happened. The situation with her and LaRon, I had nothing to do with. I was just trying to reach out and be cool and all these things. And she took it in a negative way. So
Demeter, I'm
it
about
is
to.
what it is.
Demeter, I'm gonna text you. Demeter, I'm gonna text you the live since you in the chat. Demeter, I'm gonna text you the live because you know your girl screen recorded it. So, all right. Well, guess what? Y'all will see me at the party on Friday, front and center. How about that? I'll be at the party.
Look at your auntie. Your auntie.
No, no, no. But you ain't out.
Look,
You ain't out. See, here's the difference. You out here.
okay.
It don't matter how old you are. It's how you act. You out here jumping on you. what you did was some young shit. That's some shit that Saucy Santana do. They get into an argument with somebody, or
Oh,
they get into a little beef or something on this interweb, and then you hop on somebody's live instead of you. One, she really didn't even allow me to say everything that I needed to say before she hung up. That is some young shit. You 49 years old acting like you 25. I ain't even 25. Why are you acting like that? Everybody want to be a fucking adult until it's time to communicate properly and effectively. I got a problem with that.
oh, let me say something real quick before we get off here. Now, Tamasha, you was all up in the chat talking about the bloggers get along. Ma'am, why are you even a part of this conversation? This is a blogger conversation, ma'am. Please, let's not confuse it. Again, I need everybody to stay in their lanes,
This is
period.
this is this is TT's Tamasha.
Yes.
Let me get up off this live because Lord Jesus, let me get to this airport. I got to go. I'll see you later today. I gotta
Yes,
go.
ma'am. All right,
Y'all
y'all.
be blessed.
Look, y'all know tomorrow is the party. It is a reunion party, so we will have lots of content videos and lives and a lot of behind the scenes. I wish you'll be here, Abby. I love you guys down. Make sure you tune in. If you're a member, you will get some behind the scenes stuff tomorrow. So make sure you join the membership. Okay, it is Rich Love Reunion Weekend Watch Party, and the Queens will be in attendance. With that being said, this is the Queen. I repeat, this is the Queen of reality. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is.